Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is another beer courtesy of Vintage Beer Enthusiasts on Instagram. Check him out. Again, congratulations, my friend, on getting certified Cicerone. Definitely know how much work it can be to get that. And this is from 8-Bit Brewing. So this is a brewery out of Murrieta, California. At least that's what I looked up. They don't have that information on there, do they? Nope. So they are, I guess, a video game theme, kind of like, retro video game themed brewery, blah blah. Gears of War, ha ha ha. Lulz. This is a New England.
9.5% on this one.
Hazy, Eldorado, Galaxy, Idaho 7, Halton Blanc. So let's dig into this one. All the sexy little hops in there. So a bunch of sexy little hops in there. Beer comes in a milky kind of medium plus a full on haze. I'd say almost full on haze like your beer. A little bit head created on that.
And did you roll this at all or no?
Ooh, I did not. So let me splash a little bit more, and now it's all.
Well, you got the second half of this anyway. Looks like they're pretty equal though.
Similar, yeah. On the aroma? Yeah, smells like New England.
Smells like really good New England.
Yeah.
Smells actually really juicy. I'm like immediately salivating.
It's got like a lot of like citrus, that like deep kind of like sweet orange character, right?
Kumquat, pineapple,
for sure. Kumquat, pineapple,
grapefruit skin,
maybe
maybe some like lemon rind.
Lemon rind sweeter, so maybe even mild lemon on that.
Yeah, like lemon candy, lemon drops.
Lemon drops, yeah. Floral a little bit too.
A little bit. Oh man, I'm ready to dig in.
Boom.
Let's go.
A little too cold, but.
A little too cold, but very fluffy.
You get the chalky thing?
Mm-hmm.
You get the chalky thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like milky, fluffy.
Milky, fluffy, but then
citrusy.
a little too.
You think it's too chalky? I like it.
And then there's a little too much of that green hop character on the back end. Get that like.
Yeah, this is definitely
green.
pretty fresh. 12, 18, 19. So this is less than a month old.
It's over a month old.
I'm over a month old. It's already the 26th. Holy crap.
And so it's actually
23rd?
aged. Yeah.
23rd.
It's actually aged a little bit, and it still has that green hop thing. So a little bit too much.
Maybe like another couple weeks would have been good.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I think maybe it's just the hop variety they're using.
I wouldn't blame the hop variety. I think it's just like when you dry hop, temperature you dry hop at, yeast strain choice.
Sure.
How will you crash a beer? It's all kinds of factors.
How do we know that's not what they were going for?
Oh, no. I don't care if that's what you're going for. This is my preference. I mean.
Yeah, no, I think this is good. I think I'm growing to enjoy the green hop character in some of these beers, especially when it's offset by like such juiciness and stuff like that.
Fluffiness and sweetness on the malt, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that
little booze too.
That
booze
green,
dries it out.
Yeah. Well, this is a 9.5%, and it does not drink like a 9.5% to me. I would say 7.5.
I would guess 8 at least plus. But I actually taste the alcohol. You taste that?
A little bit, yeah. But I think overall, I think that this is kind of like one of those what I like to refer to as a roller coaster ride. You start off. This comes off like really fluffy, like like marshmallow whip fluffy, and then it heads into like the fruitiness, and then kind of
rind, grapefruit.
Yeah, and then you kind of go into the green hop character, and then it kind of dries out. So
yeah, it
is like a nice little roller coaster ride of a beer.
Yeah.
Not terribly exciting in the variety. Like it's not like woo, but it's still.
I like how you've taken away my sort of like analogy, and the thing is, you've literally taken the words out of my mouth. It's fluffy, it's fruity up front, it's rindy, transitions from the rind into green hop character, onto some booze, onto some dryness. Like it literally.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah. And I didn't have to explain it to you guys. I mean, you guys have seen me sort of go through the roller coaster ride of what the experience of the palate of tasting a beer is like, and like you've literally done a great job at that. Congratulations, Katie.
Aww.
But no, I mean, it took the words out of my mouth. It is that kind of, I mean, it's not like insane amount of complexity, but that's sort of the roller coaster ride that you go with it, and it takes you on a journey. And I think that's a great way to taste beer. So sort of like, think about the initial flavor, the middle, the malt, the back end, the dryness, the alcohol, the hop character.
When there's such a variety, like with some beers, it's pretty like straight through. I mean, you can notice these things, but it's just not enough variance in these flavors and I guess textures of the beer. That kind of goes straight through with some beers, especially with like this one and several other IPAs we've had recently. It has been that roller coaster where it's just, there's the rise, the fall, and then the loops and the twirls. And that's the best way that I can like try to describe.
The analogy strange enough, the analogy that I give sometimes is like it's a roller coaster, but also it's almost like you see like EQ, like in music, like it's like it's a graph. Okay. It's a graph almost. It's a wave of sounds. Like when you play sounds, it's like right, like and then also like a heartbeat monitor, something like that, right? It's like, and then the other analogy I sort of just thought of was sort of like Guitar Hero, right? Like you play one note and then like it's a song. It's a roller coaster. It's an experience of flavor. So you just like imagine it that way. Like you visualize it and try to think about it, like what's here.
Yeah, it's super hard sometimes to convey like.
I'm just trying to give
what
visuals.
We're experiencing. I know, it's super hard.
But I think it makes more sense when you're visualizing, in that experience in your palate and brain into visually what's occurring in Guitar Hero makes sense, and sound makes sense, and roller coasters make sense to people. So, what's your final impression rating on this one?
I know you're not a huge fan of the green hop character. I don't mind it. I think this is kind of nice. It's got a nice grassy green.
Spicy green hop character.
It's got a nice grassy green character to it. Kind of dank-ish. But for 9.5%, I think that this is actually quite impressive. In that I don't feel that it's that boozy. Maybe the green hop character does make it a little bit boozy feeling.
If anything, it dries it out, so it helps smooth the beer.
Yeah. So, that being said, this is great. I think this is my first one from this brewery. No.
Yes.
Is this the first one?
Yes.
Why does it sound familiar? Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds familiar. But either way, this is my first one from this brewery. Definitely would like to try some more from them. I mean, this is kind of reminds me of like some Ellipsis type stuff.
No, they're not as hazy.
Dry and
they're not as hazy as this. None of our beers
No, not as hazy, but I mean like the dryness of it.
Sure, the dryness.
Makes sense. So I'd like to try some more of this stuff from them. Maybe we'll have to look them up and see if there's a way to make that happen. That being said, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give this a 95. I really like this one. It's a great first impression.
So again, we just explained the roller coaster ride. It is on par with a lot of your New England IPAs. It's one of the better examples. Still has a little bit of chalkiness, has a little bit of that kind of like generic green hop character on the back end, but nice aromatics to it, nice and fluffy creamy mouthfeel. It does a lot of good things and does a lot of things I don't like in New England IPA, but it's still good. Like I've had way worse examples, like way worse examples. It's somewhere in the middle for me. So as I like sort of like pull away from these kind of things, these takes on New England IPA, I give this a 86.
No shit. I mean,
I just don't. I've been giving these beers worse and worse ratings. I'm liking New England. Are you
getting sick of New England, maybe?
Part of that, and also I just very picky with the all flavors.
This may be the end of our relationship. Then I don't know.
95, 86. That's what I said, guys. Cheers. Let me know what you think about this beer. Keep it brewing. Thank you so much to Vintage Beer Enthusiasts. Check them out on Instagram.